Ooh, I don't even know how to start. Hi, hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deerica. If you are new here, it's like Erica with a D in front of it and an apostrophe. And on today's episode, I'm kidding. And today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about the process of how we built a house, bought a house during the pandemic, and just the craziness of it all. Let's just dive right in. After living here in St. Pete for about like a year, my parents were like, hey, like how about we try to look for a house and you like buy a house here in St. Pete. I've been saving up a lot for it and stuff, so that was our goal. This was February, March of 2020, so literally right before like the pandemic hit. We decided, okay, we're gonna start looking for houses. And if you are a homeowner or you were just like looking for houses, you know how like draining looking for a house is, because like especially as a first-time home buyer, like you have these expectations of your first home and like to look a certain way, and then you're like shopping and it's like, oh wow, like everything's like so expensive and like does not look like what I wanted. And so it's like very overwhelming, and I knew like coming in like what my budget was, and like I wasn't gonna get everything I wanted. So it was really overwhelming. One day we were literally looking like at 10 different houses, and it was exhausting. I was hangry. I was like with my parents and we were driving, and then we drove by this lot, like 2 empty lots, and my mom was like, what if we built a house? And I'm like, yeah, okay, like that could ever be possible. Like one thing led to another, and we were building a house. Like it was just so wild how things turned out. We started working with an architect, and like this experience was so surreal. Thinking back on like the process of everything, again, it was so surreal, like going through that and like getting to do that, like such a God thing. So we were done like with like the layout of the house September of 2020. So they're like, okay, probably take like about a month or so. So we're like, okay, bet we're gonna break ground like October, like this is so exciting. But no, like beginning of December, like that's when we like heard something back. I don't know, honestly, that was all a blur. So fast forward, now it's end of December, and we broke ground, I think around Christmas time, which was like super exciting. So anyways, our contractor told us that the house will be done by end of April of 2021. So in about like 4 months, which we're like, wow, that's crazy fast, but okay, cool. Yay is what we thought. Because then as weeks went by and months went by, there's very slow process on the house, because as you guys may know, prices for literally everything were going up. So things were moving very slow. And it was like January, February, March, and like we did not see lots of like improvement on the house. So it started to be a little bit like nervous, and I'm like, this isn't gonna be done by end of April, like what the heck. And then obviously end of April comes, and we're like, what the heck, dude, like when's this gonna be done? So he kind of said like the fall time, and so I was like, you know what, it's fine, because like I'll be basically like I'll figure it out until the house is done. Obviously me thinking it's only gonna be like 3 months. And last summer of 2021, I was kind of like traveling a lot anyway, so I was like, I'm not even gonna be here, it's fine, no worries. So I moved out of where I was living, or July 1st of last year, and obviously thinking, like I said, the house was gonna be done only in like 3 months or something. So I asked a few of my friends if I could just like crash at their place for like a few nights / a few weeks, and friggin' shout out Jenna and Ashton. You guys are amazing, and they let me like crash at their house. So like September, October roll around, and the house is still not done. And now I've been, you know, couch hopping for like 3 months, and I was like, okay, how much longer am I gonna do this? This is really hard. Like I literally had my clothes in my car, basically had my whole life in my car. It was a really hard season, and I just didn't know how much longer this was gonna be. Anyways, he said that it was gonna be done by January 1st for sure. So I was like, you know what? I'll stick it out. I got this. So now it's like coming to end of December. House is still not done. Couch hopping again now for like 5 months. But the whole time, like I knew this was only like a season, and like something great was like just around the corner. Obviously, like at this point, like Jared and I are engaged and we're planning our wedding and planning our life together. But it was a really tough season. But God was like so sweet in that season as well. Like the way he like provided for me to like stay at people's houses, and just like people's hospitality towards me in like that season, and just the way he provided like literally in so many ways was just like seriously incredible. Oh my gosh, what the heck. In that season, like honestly, like I learned so much about myself, and about like I just felt like the word home was redefined for me. I feel like a lot of times we think of home as a place and of like place of like comfort and stuff. In reality, like for me, home was literally just like being with God, and like wherever that was, being in the word and being like with God in that season, like that felt like the most comforting. So now fast forward to January of 2022. We're seeing some progress on the house. Now it's February. Jared and I get married end of March. Like it's a little nerve-wracking because we're like, okay, this house needs to be done. Where are we gonna live? Like, okay, like me couch surfing, like, okay, like, you know, that was hard, but it was doable. But like both of us as a married couple starting a marriage off couch surfing, like would just be like really hard. So anyways, now it's like March, and at this point, the past few months, I actually started living with Jared's family too, which that was like such a blessing too, getting able to spend time with them opening up their home too, which I'm super, super thankful for. So now it's like March, Jared and I get married literally that month. The house is finally looking like it's about to be done, which is good. Also guys, all this like buying, building houses stuff, right over my head. Like literally, like I wish they taught you more about that like in school, because, and maybe they did, maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I really felt like I didn't know anything, which I'm so thankful for my parents that like literally helped me in every step of the way. Long story short, we literally closed on the house mid-March, a week and a half before you were getting married. And then we officially moved into our home a week before getting married, and it was insane. But all that to say, even though it was crazy, and even though it was probably one of the hardest seasons of my life, it was also such a beautiful season where I truly got to see like the Lord just put his hand over and like work through that season, and like show me so many different characteristics of himself, and like how much he protected me and Jared in so many different ways. And honestly, with all that craziness, I would still choose to go through all of that again, because I learned so much in that season. And like seeing now like literally like our home and being able to be here is just literally a dream come true, and like the biggest blessing of our life. So that is overall our home story. Okay, well, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I love you, you're amazing. and maybe comment like a little like house emoji or something, I don't know. I hope this was encouraging for you in whatever season that you are in. Know that God is in that season with you, loves you, and wants the best for you truly. So yeah, and I hope to keep making more house videos. Okay, anyways, bye. Have a grand weekend. Okay, bye. Bye.